I needed more dirt in addition to the more dirt. So I got 4 more loads. Hopefully that's going to be enough. So I took another look at it, and I came to the conclusion that I might be able to take the dirt that I had, spread it out, and get the 60 by 40 portion of the pad level. But what I didn't have was enough fill to do that and create a reasonable transition off the pad, especially since in some places it's a couple of feet tall. So I didn't have enough 50-50 or a combination of sand and clay to make a pad that was going to be able to transition off there. So I had to get more dirt. So I am up to 16 truckloads now. 16 truckloads. The first set of deliveries I got was 8 truckloads. And I was like, that should do it. I was wrong. I'm just going to spend some time, spreading the dirt, trying to make it look right, and then checking it for level. And then once I got it, we're done messing around. I'm going to run some strings and start putting holes in the ground and getting some posts up and see if I can't build a pole barn. We'll see. Well, this might be stupid, but over here on the edge of the pad is still this stump. Eventually I'll have to take a stump grinder to it, but for now while I'm working, I don't want to crack into it with my box blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the chainsaw and cut it down low. That's just something I just feel like I want to take out of the way here. So you guys have watched me cut stuff before, so no need to tape that, but I'll show you the after picture. Certainly not perfect, maybe not professional, but definitely got the job done. All right, I'm going to get back in the tractor and do some more leveling. Getting warmer, I think. Getting close. I'm not sure how level needs to be for a pole barn pad. Stuff on the side is actually still pretty soft. I'm not sure what to do about that. I pulled some of it further out. Actually dug up the grass a little bit. But I've got a fairly decent ramp here, which I can go up and down in the tractor without feeling uncomfortable. Like I feel like I'm going to tip over, which happens sometimes, especially when I'm working on the edge pieces here. As I drive along the edge, like a tire will go off and down into the soft sand. So yeah, people are probably brave enough to do that. I'm not super confident as one of those, so I'm not going to play that game. I don't know, pretty good. I think we're like 85% there. Got to further interrupt the pad work to go address a chicken waterer issue. The water line is looking pretty nasty, so I got a 3-gallon bucket or a 5-gallon bucket that acts as the reservoir. Then it goes down a hose into the hanging waterer. But that line is starting to look really gross. I hadn't noticed it before, and then I took a look at it just yesterday, and it was last night, and I was stunned that I missed it. So got to get that swapped out. Don't want them to get sick from gook that might be growing in the water line. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, is just swap that off. Hey, welcoming committee. So this is it. I got the bucket, the line, and then down to the waterer. And this line is just starting to be gross. I didn't even notice this. It's got just, debris or something in it. So I'm going to just replace the whole thing. And hopefully I can do it without resulting in a leak up here or at that connection point. do that thing that every dad does where it's perfect and then you just want to give a little extra, like an extra quarter turn. And that's where it breaks. That's almost full. Let's do like this so it opens the valve. And voila, we got water running down. It's coming out the valve. Makes me laugh the way they're trying to drink it out of the little spigot as soon as it is draining out like that. But again, these are really cool because it'll keep running until it gets sufficient weight of water down here in the base that it pulls it down, stretches the little spring in here, and when it does that, it closes the valve, and that will stop pouring water into the trough here for them. Guess I'm back to the pad now. By the way, this was the burn pit. This is what they've done to it in just a couple days. There's still some small sticks and stuff, and I pulled out the big stuff that's been exposed, but everything's just been spread around and filtered through, and yeah, this is awesome. This is great. Grass will be ready to grow here in no time. These posts represent, crooked and all, where the corner of the building will be. And there's a ramp coming down, and I think that's a good ramp. These branches up in this tree will eventually become a thing. I've already got a plan, long-term plan that I got to deal with it. There's 2 limbs that I need to cut off that. It still dips down over into that corner, but this side is still a massive rise, and I can't, when I'm on the tractor, it just doesn't look like it. But if I were to come to this post right here, all right, line up with that post over there, and then I come down, 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 you'll see that the post, oops, disappears by the time I get down to dirt level. So this is quite a rise. There's a lot of dirt between here and there is a straight line. It's not a straight line. It's a giant mound. So that needs to grind down more. I mean, maybe not, probably not. I mean, here's the thing. Perfect is the enemy of good. You ever heard that? So if you're striving for perfect, and you never actually execute the next stage because where you are isn't perfect, you're never getting to that next stage because you will not achieve perfection. So good may be good enough. And this is pretty good. I could spend a lot more time trying to do it, but is there a return on investment for it, or do I just need to move on? Kind of feel like I just need to move on. There would be more dirt to pull off, probably off the side, because that ramp's not very steep on the sides. Here on the end is doing just fine, but I don't know. I'll talk to my buddies, see if they have any thoughts. But at the end of the day, I think I'm in a good place. I will need to get a compactor, one of the vibrating platforms that you move around, and it just packs everything down. I'll do that, just to really make sure that it's good, and especially the stuff on the side too, that's nice and tightly packed. Yeah, I feel all right about this though. There's a lot of work to get here. 16 loads. Thank you, Sauron the Rooster. All right. Talk to you guys later.